everyone, my name is ishBALLAN and welcome to Let's Play Off Blind. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this won't exactly be an entirely blind Let's Play, in like the sense of the terminology, but, well, because I have seen a complete playthrough of this game, but it was 4 years ago, and I haven't seen anything about the game since. And because I've never actually played the game myself, I think that I can still consider this a blind Let's Play even under those circumstances. But I have been so excited to play this game, and now that I actually have it working and know how to record it, I just can't wait to see what this game has in store. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Caution, it is possible that certain scenes in this game may prove shocking to an unwarned public, or maybe not. Enter your name. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Oh. Okay. Your name is ishBALLAN, correct? Yes. I'd rather not say. Alright, okay. Welcome, ishBALLAN. You have been assigned to a being called the Batter. The Batter is on a mission. Be sure that it's accomplished. We will let you both out in Zone 0. Good luck. For more information, find the one called the Judge. Off. Woohoo! I'm so excited! Eerie music. Okay. To move my body, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. To interact with the environment, use the spacebar key. Spacebar or enter key. Alright. So what, can I look at any of this stuff around me right now? Apparently not. The walk cycle looks a little wonky, but I love it. Zone 0. Okay. There cannot be any living beings in Zone 0, hence I deduce that you are a pure figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the Judge, and I am aching to know your name, dear illusionary. I'm the Batter. I've been entrusted with a sacred mission. It is a pleasure, although it was not the body I was addressing, but the soul that harbors it. What is your name, controller? Their name is ishBALLAN. They cannot talk to us. However, they can see and hear everything. Even though you two are but an imaginary specter in my eyes, let it be said that I am delighted to meet you as well, dear ishBALLAN. I believe we need your help. Many people are in need of my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in the most insistent manner. They adore that. I'm not talking about that kind of help. I see, but what sort of service could I offer to an ectoplasmic entity? I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. There is no object more laudable than yours. Objective more laudable than yours. I accept to serve you as a guide through this area if it is of any help to you. Thanks. And I'm gonna be honest with you real quick. This is my 3rd time recording this freaking video. And it's because every time I've recorded it, there's always been something wrong with the recording. It's impossible to get around this obstacle. For whatever reason, the video was off center when I recorded it the first time, and then the second time I recorded it, nothing showed up, like it was just a black screen. A luck ticket has been found. So, yeah, I've only played through Zone 0, and that's it. And for whatever reason, the video would not work after that. So, we're gonna play through Zone 0 for this first episode, and then I'll see how long the other episodes, or the other zones, depending on how long the other zones are gonna be, we could do a zone and episode. That might be how I do it. But, oh wait, I haven't explored. I need to at least show you all this, yeah. Quite peculiar. Numbers and letters on the walls. And we talk to this guy. Allow me to inform you that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorial being. Might you in fact be a person of flesh and blood? I think so. Then I was mistaken from the beginning, and you did not even interrupt me in my fanciful phantasms. This is relatively bizarre, I must say, for you are the first living being I was given to encounter in this place. I had incidentally concluded Zone 0 was an empty land. It is all too obvious that I was led astray. However, there exist other zones, and in those territories, hostile individuals might attack you most violently. Your sacred mission will likely lead you into these lands. Would you like me to acquaint you with the art of violent confrontation? Combat tutorial? We'll do the combat tutorial. Purification in progress. Battle time. This is the battle screen. As you observed, you will find yourself placed at the right-hand side of the screen. Your opponent, however, in this case yours truly, will be located on the left, the correct place for a single combat. At the beginning of combat, a choice will be presented to you. You have to decide. You have to decide between attack and auto. Naturally, attack allows you to engage fight in the classical fashion. If auto is your choice, the computer will make the strategic decisions in your place, turning you into a simple spectator. Excuse me. But now it is time to make an attempt. Jesus. Choose attack, select the batter, and then choose attack. Anew to slay me with your bat. Do not utilize the auto function. The computer may not restrain itself, and I fear I would die, taking my secrets with me to the grave. Attack. Batter, attack. Excellent, dear sportive companion. I know that both the level of the batter and that of his opponent determine the impact of your assaults. It is also possible for you and your adversaries to slightly avoid the offensive moves that you will exchange. Finally, on occasion, your concrete will may allow you to release a critical strike, causing teeth to fly in heaps. But let us proceed if you are willing to. You may have noticed that when you first choose attack upon selecting the batter, a new window opened itself at the lower right hand corner of the screen. There you will choose between 4 new options. Attack lets you carry out a soul strike against a likewise soul adversary. Competence permits you to use one of your special talents. Objects let you access the inventory you are presently carrying. Finally, flee is the option of the coward. While I depart from this alternative, know that only the batter may select it in his personal menu. So let us attempt to utilize an item. Take this luck ticket and graciously use it on the batter's person. Luck ticket has been found. So, batter, not competence. Whoops. Objects. Luck ticket. Batter. Impeccable. Your mastery of battle borders on brilliancy. Borders on brilliancy, my friend. But there is one thing I have not yet addressed. I am, of course, talking about competence. They are, generally speaking, special moves that trigger surprising effects. It may be that they are particularly powerful attacks, or such that they induce a resurgence of health points. Nevertheless, know this. Any use of competence leads to the consumption of competence points. So I suggest that you use your skills with parsimony. Once your CP are consumed, it will be impossible to carry out heavy assaults. And if by some mischance you happen to cross swords with a tougher opponent before recovering some CP, your victory will be uncertain. But let us try right away. Choose competence and try using wide angle, which will allow you to analyze your enemy. Okay. The judge, a cryptic feline of odd appearance. HP 300, CP 30, no weaknesses / resistances. Now you now know not only all about my attributes, but also about the art of combat. About the wide angle, know that it analyzes, and know that its analysis will always be based on the start of the battle. Thus, it may accidentally analyze adversaries you have already knocked down for a long time. The confrontation ends theoretically when the health points of your team or all of your opponents fall to 0. Take good care of your health if you want a successful career in purification. From now on, you will be ready to dispose of all impure obstacles that dare appear in your luminous mission's way. Well, suppose your intelligence is on the same level with your undeniable capability of dealing bad blows to an innocent cat. Be it as it may, your training has not reached its end yet. Let me ask you to follow me if you still want me as your guide. And there he goes. It's a pretty talented cat. Okay. Oh, window. I think the weather is nice outside. Oh, cool. And then if you look at if you look at this block, it's impossible to get around this obstacle. Talks to the cat. Or the judge. Yes, to pass through it, it will be necessary to use your cerebral organ correctly. You know, the one bathing flabbily in your cranium. I think these floating blocks correspond in some way or another to the symbols you see on the wall. Okay. Quite peculiar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Alright. And window. I think the weather is nice outside. Quite peculiar. Alright. Is there a problem, oh dear charming hero? I cannot do everything in your place. I am not your janitor after all. Nonetheless, I may perhaps dare suggest you try activating these voting blocks more than once if so required. So hurry, solve me this intriguing obstacle and post haste if you please. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. Alright. 1, 2, 6. Oh, whoops. I was looking at the blocks differently. 6, 8. Nope, 2, 3. There we go. Ah, finally, after all that effort, the long-awaited reward makes its entrance to the scene. And he eats. Crunch, nom nom, crunch. So cute. Alright. And whoops. Chest right here. A piece of silver flesh has been found. Ew. Gross. Okay. And I'm guessing, I know that this corresponds to the room that we were just in, so 448287. Come on. 448287, and then clear. You got anything else to say? Nope. Alright. Here we have an accessory that will prove especially useful to your purifying quest, dear enlightened student and sportive friend. It is a cube floating in the air as you have probably noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to differentiate it from its ilk by the contrast of its clashing colors assaulting your gaze with bad taste and defying any sensible course of plastic arts. Do not judge it too quickly, however, for despite its criticizable appearance, this red cube is of undeniable use. Aside from restoring the entirety of your health and competence points, it is capable of saving your progress and sending you to the nothingness. The nothingness is a place of transition aside of space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. And I now invite you to try for yourself in order to discover locations more populous than this deserted land. Open your wings, my dear companion, and fly towards the following zones without hesitation. Your only enemy is the fear that will grab you. Okay. Do not worry yourself. I too travel much between the different zones of the world. Perhaps we will come to meet again. Ah, by the by, take this. This item of a curious name will be the key that shall permit you to enter Zone 1. Have I clarified that you can at any moment consult your inventory and characteristics by pressing the escape key? The Leo card has been found. Okay. So, let's talk to you one more time. Go on, I invite you to attempt using the floating cube behind you. Alright. Health points and competence points completely restored. Save game. Save it. I saved it over block 2. I meant to save it over block 1. Save game. Over block 1, please. Alright. And return to the nothingness. Back to the nothingness? Yes. The nothingness. It's super quiet. And apparently the world map, so. Okay, never mind. There's freaking creepy whispers. I don't like that. So you got Zone 0. Zone 1. Zone 2. Zone 3. And the horrible movie, The Room! Okay. But I think that's enough for this episode. I know we only went through the tutorial of the game, but I can promise that there's going to be, or I can't promise because I actually don't know what's in Zone 1. I'm going to hope that there's more in Zone 1 when we get to it. But for now, that's going to be it for this episode. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you.